Let me tell you what we have on the show. Bonjour, Elise and Carla Atkinson. Dia Hadid in Islamabad on U.S. Iran talks in Pakistan. Ron Elving on the weekend politics, particularly, I think, talking about a lot of Republican and conservative opposition to President Trump's actions in Iran. My essay will be on a statue unveiled for a heroic rat, Magawa. Had to change something at the last minute in our essay this week. Maybe I'll talk about that over the weekend. That happens sometimes. It's the news business. Brendan Byrne will recap Artemis's landing. We speak with the Cato Institute economist and commentator Elias Soman on the latest tariff suit. Then the great Jason Benetti, who's beginning his stint NBC Sunday night play-by-play announcer. Of course, I profiled him for CBS Sunday Morning when he was with the Chicago White Sox, and he spent a couple of years in Detroit, where he'll still be their announcer, but he's also now doing NBC Sunday Night Baseball. And very good to be with him. Lyrical on the game. Bob Mondello, his review of the Christophers. I'm not sure about that. Jana Raff has what looks to be a very powerful piece on wives and family members of ISIS who've been in a detention camp in Syria, still after 7 years. Thank you. Nice of you to say that, Lucy Fellows. Do what I can here at the office where I am a man of a certain age and experience. There we go. V.E. Schwab and Kat Clark have combined under the pen name Evelyn Clark to do a novel about what happens when a number of writers go to a Scottish island because a very famous Stephen King-like writer has died, and they're being hired to write the end of his book. Or are they? Franco Ordonez on the Iran negotiations, headed by Vice President Vance at the moment. Kim Gottis, formerly, I think she's still with the BBC, on U.S.-Iran negotiations. Rob Schmitz on the Hungary elections. Michelle Steele with sports. It's Masters weekend. There's also the Frozen Four, as they're called, the finals for the college hockey. Trying to think what else will make it into sports. Maybe the end of the NBA season. Halle Bailey. Some families will always remember her as Ariel. That's true. On her new rom-com, You, Me, and Tuscany, with reggae Jean Page. And you know from the moment you see him in the film, they're going to find a reason for him to take his shirt off. Marianne Aspen, Disenchantment on Wall Street with President Trump. Jeff London on The Cherry Blossoms of Newark. I was not familiar with this. And then Elisa Furr, who is a Celine Dion tribute performer. With Celine Dion coming back, she talks about her tribute performance now, too. So thanks very much for being with us. If you join us tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we still haven't heard from X, but if you join us on Substack, here I will be doing this week's essay. Let me get to read the first line. A large statue of a small national hero was unveiled this week in Cambodia. 7 feet tall and hand-carved from stone, the statue commemorates the life and lives saved by a real rat. So, we'll get to that. Thanks very much for being with us tonight, and we'll see you later. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. 7:30 a.m. tomorrow. See you then.